Special bonus Tuesday in the Boneyard edition. Excuse me. I mentioned before that they were going to, tear up the cemetery to start putting some pipe in. There it is. Look at that sky. That was a great sky. Anyway, so there's the pipe over there. There's the pipe they're bringing in now. It's going down that way. We'll go and take a look at the map so it'll make a little more sense. But it's coming in, and then it's going to angle and then cross. There's a ditch down there. It's going to run along the ditch. It's right about there. It's going to come up. That tall thing right there behind my finger, that's a columbarium. It's going to run in front of there, angle again, go out to the street. So, let's take a look here. Pardon me. So this is where that ditch exists. So the pipe's coming like right about here, crossing another ditch over here, and an angle down, and then like right here. It's gonna hit here, and it's gonna come up, and it's gonna hit here, go out to the street, which is, over there. So, there's 12 grave spaces there we're going to lose. There's what? 80, 1, 2, 3, 4. 96 there we're going to lose. So, over 100 grave spaces are getting lost. Possibly 200 if we decide we don't want to use this row here, because it's going to be so close to that sewer pipe. It's a bummer, man. This whole thing from the start has just been an absolute shit show. Let me find these. Behold, official city documents. These are the proposed roads / where the pipe's gonna run / whatever. So this is the best one, we think, because the cemetery's here. That puts the road way down here, where there's already an existing road right here. There's a road right there. Your old pal Jason used to live like right here. So this, bloop, 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 and then out. This next one, not so bad. It's a little goofy. This makes a little more sense than that. But, if it was SimCity, that would work better than this. So, again, cemetery's here. This is across that ditch where they're running the pipe. There's a little jog, and then out. This is where this one fails. Right here and right here. Because now you got to come and stop, turn, and then you've got that's too close together. This is the worst one. Cemetery's here. We're standing right about there. Still has this horrible thing. Still stays outside of the cemetery until it gets over here. And then it cuts across this. This is all undeveloped cemetery right here, up to the back of this house and this house. So it kind of stair steps a little bit. But this is all cemetery. So there would be graves here, be graves here. This is cemetery, there'd be graves here. So essentially, right now we just have this road. That's our entryway. And they would turn this much of it into a street, which would mean you'd have a street basically running through part of the cemetery which is a terrible idea. Excuse me. Absolutely terrible. But now that we're looking at this, again, we're up in this building here. That pipe comes this way, down, follows this, comes up, and is going to go out. And yeah, I tell you, I haven't talked to a single person who is excited about this, who is happy about this. Nobody's really thrilled about it. Nobody's talked to us about it until we started seeing some of these and like, wait, that can't happen for reasons. And so we had to get, we had to get people out here to look at this. This one I think is the best. It removes that weird Y thing here, which just ends up being a bottleneck when it gets real busy. Because this is all going to be houses over here. All of this. That's going to be like 400 something houses. This is fine. This is fine. You have one angle here instead of this little thing there. Dumps you out onto a slower road. That'll take you, actually should go up and around and can come back in over here somewhere. Or take you out onto the main road. It's just one IO there for the traffic, where here you've got two. And what's our scale here? 1 inch is 60 feet. So that's not even 60 feet. This one is fine if this was not cemetery. If this was not cemetery, this would be fine. But this is cemetery. And this will eventually be cemetery too. And I just having a road run right through the middle of it, I'm not on board with this. Neither is the general public, from what I've heard talking to people about this. Nobody likes it. Nobody wants it. But it never went up for a public discussion. So what do you do about it? But like we said, running this, we're planning on losing 100, if not 200 grave spaces here. And that field that's yet to be developed, that's out there, where it was going to come in and cut through, go back up that way through the cemetery. We counted that. Best guesstimate was almost $750,000 in grave spaces they were going to lose. For the whole project, not just for out there, but everywhere else. Because depending on, here in our cemetery, depending on the grave space, if it's a flat headstone like these, as of right now, that's $500 a pop. If it's an upright, like those across the road, those are $7. So, we figured it for both and then took the average, and it was a lot of money that they were going to lose doing that. More money than it would have cost to put in, I think it's called a pumping station, to just help push this sewer further down. Way more. Like one of those is like $40,000 or something like that. And they didn't want to do it because it was going to cost too much money. But they were fine losing hundreds of thousands of dollars in grave spaces. So, yeah, it's gonna be a fun week at the Cancer Institute.